Hey guys, follow me on my new Instagram account at NickWrightNWB. It's the exact same name as my Twitter account at NickWrightNWB. It's a brand new Instagram account. Please go follow me on that. What's up, family? Nick Wright, NWB, Nick Wright Bodybuilding. Subscribe if you haven't. But I'm in the OI headquarters with Olympus Iron once again.
What's going on, guys? It's Bob from Olympus Iron. And then I also have...
What's going on, guys? It's Nick here, too. We just got our new banner, too, so check it out.
Pretty cool. It goes nicely with the room and the couch and the color. I like it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, casting couch,
We're
bro.
on a casting couch.
Real world edition.
You know. So, common question I get. Probably, honestly, the most common question I've gotten in fitness at all is, I've been dieting for X amount of weeks. I went from 20% body fat down to 10% body fat. Just an example. It's different for everybody who messages me, but point is, I've been dieting for this long. I've made this much progress in losing body fat. I'm looking pretty good, but I can't seem to get rid of this last bit of fat on my abs. How do I get rid of this last bit of fat on my abs? Now, first off, without even getting into this, I'm just going to say point blank, there's no such thing as spot fat burning. As in, you can't burn fat in only one area of your body. You have to just decrease your overall body fat, drop body fat everywhere overall. Some areas of your body are going to retain less fat. That's why some areas are leaner. Some areas of your body retain more fat. That brings us to this matter at hand. Abs, especially the lower abs, is one of the highest fat deposits in the body, meaning you're going to hold the most body fat there, or just about the most body fat, along with a select few other parts of your body. But legs, it's different for everybody, but that's a common ground.
For some people, like, the last thing for them to go is their legs, like you were just saying. For some people, it's the stomach area. Some people, it's the arms or the back or something like that. Most people, it's that last little bit right beneath their stomach. You can still see their abs up top, but they have X amount of weeks more of dieting. So I mean, that's the whole thing. They need to diet more, basically.
Absolutely. Bobby made an excellent point about this.
All right, all right. This is such common sense, and people don't think about it. Is that okay? Say you want to get that vascularity in the bottom abs, and you really want to just wipe out that last bit. If you started at 190, for example, and your maintenance is 3,000 calories, and you've cut down your calories 200 calories or 300 calories, and now you're at your goal weight of maybe 185 or 180, realize you have to cut your calories again because you're at a different maintenance. If you calculate your BMR again, you're going to be at a different maintenance because you're a different weight now.
Any good contest prep coach will tell you, and Kyle Hunt, my contest prep coach, said himself, this is a quote from Kyle, anybody can create macros, can set you on a macro plan. Any monkey can do that. A true contest prep coach is somebody who knows how to adjust your macros accordingly, and that's what's key. It's about staying consistent, staying on top of your diet, and adjusting it. And here's the biggest point I want to point out. This will basically wrap up the entire subject. To answer the question, you've lost, say you went from 20% body fat, you started fluffy, 20%. 20% is fairly high. You're going to look pretty puffy at that level of body fat. You diet for, say, 15 weeks or so, right? Say you drop down to 12% body fat and 10% body fat in 15 weeks of dieting. Your dieting's been perfect, on point. Now you're 10% body fat or so. 10% is going to look pretty lean. You're going to start seeing cuts, some veins, some rips. You're not going to be shredded, but you're going to be looking pretty good. You'll see some abs coming through. You're going to be happy with your progress. 10% is still going to leave a little bit of that belly fat. Here's the biggest problem people run into. Here's the number one issue everybody runs into. They see that last bit of body fat. They see how lean they are now compared to how fat they were looking before when they started, and they think, wow, this is such a small amount of body fat compared to what I had, it should magically disappear in the next 2 weeks of dieting. Even though it took me a full 15 weeks to get rid of 10% previously. My point is, if it took you 15 weeks to diet only 10% body fat off, and I'm just giving you guys rough example numbers here, these don't have to be accurate. Just as an example, if it took you 15 weeks to diet off 10% body fat, and you still have 10% body fat left, it's going to take you the same amount of tedious time and patience and precision to continue dieting that 10% off. Fat doesn't miraculously speed up the less you have. In fact, it's the opposite. The lower your body fat gets, the more your body's actually going to fight to retain that fat. So you're actually going to have to put in more time to continue dieting. And like Bobby said, you have to adjust your macros. Like Bobby also said, a big mistake people do is they do exactly what Bob said, but they do it too fast.
Well,
they do
here's
it too extreme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they drop their calories too low, where people who want to lose weight, they'll start their calories at 1,500. Now, where do you drop from that?
Yeah.
You
know
crash
what I mean?
diet.
You crash diet, and then you
That's
end
not
up
good.
stalling. And okay, now you're gonna drop your calories even more. Now you're at 1,000 calories. Where's your energy coming from through the day?
Yeah, and you're cutting and you're losing a significant amount of muscle if you do it that
Yeah.
way too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's important. People tell me all the time, they're just like, okay, I met this weight and now I'm trying to get here. And I ask them, what were you eating when you were dieting? Okay, this, and this. What were you eating now? The same thing. And I'm like, how are you going to change if you're not eating less calories or doing more cardio? You know, because it's one or the other.
It's energy, but you
Yeah.
gotta do it slow.
Slowly.
Slow. You should be losing no more than, like, what would you say, a pound a week, depending on
Yeah.
what you're doing.
A pound to 2 pounds a week. Yeah,
Depending on where you're at, what you're doing. And don't do it too fast. And actually what you have to do is don't be afraid of calories. Give yourself a refeed. If you feel like you're dieting, your calories getting low, and you're starting to plateau a little bit, bump your calories up on a given day or a given weekend, depending on you, your body, where you're at. Give yourself a refeed day. My friend, shout out Max Tuning down in Richmond, Virginia. He has his own channel. It's Max Tuning on YouTube. Most of you know him from watching my videos. He's lean as can be, shredded. The beginning of summer or spring, when he was really getting shredded, he was starting to, I don't want to say flatten out, but he was starting to plateau a little bit. He got really lean, but then he was like almost too lean, and he wasn't making any progress. I kept telling him, refeed. I was telling my friend Daryl this too. Daryl, the kid who saw compete. Guys, refeed. Give yourself a refeed. Finally, they ended up cracking after the diet meet. They gave themselves great refeeds. They didn't even track it. Max probably tracked it, but they went out, had great time, got pancakes, got food, up their calories after dieting like crazy. What happened? The next day, they were full, looking
Kickstarted
amazing,
everything.
strong in the gym.
Boom.
They ended up losing some weight. Daryl texts me, because Daryl's very precise, texts me, he goes, wow, after those 2 or 3 days of refeeding, I'm actually 2 pounds lighter, and I look harder. I'm like, yes, your body's going to soak that up. So give yourself a refeed once in a while. You need to do that.
Shock the system sometimes, guys. You need to spice it up sometimes. Don't just keep it the same calories all the time, because that's where you stall. You know what I mean?
And don't drop your calories too fast. And most importantly, theme of this video, the very last thing I'm going to say is body fat takes time and precision to get rid of. So if it's taking you this long to get rid of all your past body fat, it's going to take you that same amount of time and precision and patience to get rid of the remaining body fat. It's still body fat. You have to take time to get rid of it. So don't rush it, don't panic. Simply continue dieting appropriately, smart, correctly. Give it time, patience.
Listen to the man. He knows what he's talking about.
Subscribe now.
Comment now.
WD.
Comment. Let me know what you like, didn't like. Like this video, please. I love the videos. Like the video.
Definitely like the video.
I love hearing feedback from you guys. Subscribe now. Of course, check out Olympus Iron. They are the first link in the info box below. It's their channel.
Boom.
Subscribe to them.
Olympus Iron, guys.
They're gonna have tons of rant videos like this. They'll have more rant style videos than this on
And
their
more,
channel.
and more diet and like supplementation too. I understand that's what you guys are asking for, and we're listening.
Grip the rope firmly, step back, keeping one foot in front of you. If it's comfortable, you can use both feet together. Retract your shoulder blades so your chest is puffed out, your back is nice and neutral, and you want to pull your elbows backwards. Pull the rope towards your face. They're called face pulls for a reason. Now the rope's from a high angle. I put the pulley in the very top setting, and this motion of pulling downward is going to really